partner with them is coming up next. Hey everyone, I'm Jim's sidekick. Welcome to Two Queers in a Truck. Hi y'all. See you soon.
Good morning, everybody. It is Two Queers in a Truck time, and it is June 24th. We have slogged through this
Happy
year.
Pride.
Yeah. Happy Pride. We're right at the end of Pride Month. This is the last episode of International Pride Month 2026. I've gotten to attend a few little prides when we were in New York. That was our undisclosed location. We were handling some family-related business, but we popped into a local pride. We missed the second one because we did leave town a little early. Our business concluded a little earlier. Well, went on longer than I expected it to when we started the trip, but we got a lot of things done. We stayed extra long, but I'm glad to be back in Southern California. I can tell you that, and we're going to jump right into it because we want to make this an efficient episode, so we're going to jump right into it. And here we go. The boondoggles continue with our president and the crazy shit that he does. And it's not going to be what you think I'm going to say, because you think I'm going to talk about the UFC fight, but I really want to talk about this. The algae in the for people that don't know, in the National Mall where the Lincoln Memorial is and all these other really important monuments in Washington D.C., there is a long reflecting pool. You probably, if you've never been there, you've seen it on the news or something where you see this long pool. It's in Washington D.C. Anyway, Trump wanted it painted blue because he said it should look very, very blue, deep, dark blue, like like a tropical resort or something like that, or maybe Epstein Island. I don't know. Maybe it has dark blue water over there. But Trump gave a company 14. When I say gave, he bid it out to where there was no competition. He didn't, like with most government bids, they usually shop the offers. They usually, they consider cost, expertise. Have we done business with them before, et cetera, et cetera. Well, he didn't do it that way. He said he picked out one company, probably a crony. The bid was packed with profit, a 20% profit margin. When a project like that is normally not that high, it's normally 6 to 12% spec'd out. And this company had no government experience whatsoever. So he did what he wanted them to do, basically. He wanted to pick somebody that he knew that they would do what he wanted to do, and probably somehow getting a kickback as well. They wouldn't be shocked. But basically now, because it's so dark, it's holding in the heat. It's holding in the heat, which is going to naturally, just like a pond with a dark bottom, like if you have really dark sediment on the bottom of a pond, it's going to hold in more heat because it absorbs the sunlight. It's like a brick oven. And it's going to keep that pond warm, a little bit water a little bit warmer than normal. Therefore, it's going to grow algae. That's just nature. Anybody that's taken 8th grade biology class would understand this, which says a lot about these yo-yos. They did what they asked them to do. Now we have a blue-green, hideous-looking pond instead of a reflecting pool. There's nothing reflecting about it. You need a light color at the base of a reflecting pool to reflect the fucking light. Again, basic middle school. I'm talking about middle school, not even high school. Science knowledge. Like Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yeah.
Let's dumb it down for kids to understand. Even though a kid would know this. A kid who's taken any amount of science classes through the 7th or 8th grade would know this. But somehow the super genius president and the super genius contracting company, neither one of them realize basic biology and basic physics. It's one of the reasons why, I don't know, if you go out in the desert, you wear light colors. It reflects the light back. Things like that. That's where you get snow blindness. If you go out in a field of snow, the snow reflects the light back in your face. That's why you get a really bad sunburn too, especially at high altitudes, etc., etc. Most people would know this. But a contractor should know that, and if they've done any major pool work, they'd say, well, that's probably not the smartest idea. Plus, there's a reason why people don't paint their bottom of their pool black. There's a lot of reasons, but that's one of them. And that's using pool chemicals. But yeah, and they're never going to be able to dump enough hydrogen peroxide in there to like. They showed a picture of this one Parks guy where there's this guy like a jug. I'm like, you're gonna need tens of thousands of gallons, and it might kill it, it might not. And to go in there and to have to clean that every day, which, like with a home swimming pool, at least every other day you got to do some like brushing and backwashing and stuff like that. That's not what this pool was originally set up for. It was supposed to be maintenance-free reflecting pool. That's why it was a light color. So it'd be low maintenance. You don't want to go in there, because this thing is hundreds of feet long. This isn't like a home kidney-sized pool or a blow-up pool from Walmart or something like that. And we're up against our first break, and we'll be right back with some more Two Queers in a Truck right after these messages.
Hey everyone, it's Christian Cano with the Coffee and Poundusha Show and Cannis Media. We just wanted to wish you a happy Pride 2026.
Hey everybody, you can catch us on your favorite audio podcast platform, Spotify, and all Apple Store, the Google machine, and whoever else does podcasts. We're on there. We broke in and we're staying. So enjoy the Two Queers in a Truck on your favorite audio podcast platform. Thanks for listening or watching. Bye-bye. Happy Pride.
Howdy, y'all. This is a Pride message from all of us at Cannis Media saying Happy Pride 2026. Somewhere around the country there have had other Pride events, which Happy Pride again. And June is International Pride Month, which is what this special is all about. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it informs you on events going around the country. And most of all, enjoy your freedoms and enjoy Pride. Happy Pride, y'all.
Hi, this is Urance Pascual Mateo. I am back. Spedicare is back in 2026, and yes, my hiatus was sad, and it was caused by a bunch of, butthurt losers. But I'm not gonna say that. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna say fuck fascism, and I'm gonna stand up against this shit. So please, like, subscribe, enjoy my show, and let's fight against the bullshit that we continue to live through.
But this guy's, and we are back, but this president has treated, especially this presidency, like his own personal piggy bank. I just get to do whatever I want. If I want to throw a UFC party on the front lawn of the White House, I'm just going to throw it. I'm not going to ask any permission. I'm not going to stop to figure out if it's okay. I'm the president. I get to do what I want. It's my house. it's like scenes from the movie Idiocracy. If you've ever seen that movie, if you haven't seen it, go watch it because it literally is a documentary of what's going on right now. It's that bad. We have fallen when we've turned a full blown comedy movie into a documentary. Something's gone really, really wrong. We are so far off course. It's not even funny. President Super Genius Donald Trump has also negotiated a great deal with Iran. Oh wait, he didn't. Um, he's bombed out again. Just like if he tried to start his stand-up comedy career, this guy has so screwed the pooch on this Iran thing. Not only does he have to pay, or the country has to pay, he's not going to pay $300 billion because of all the damage we've done to Iran. Iran gets complete control of the Strait of Hormuz in writing. And all Iran has to do is open it back up like it was before the war. So basically, we created a problem, bombed them, they bombed us back, they kicked our ass because we're at the negotiating table, so obviously we lost. And then we're going to pay them an extra $300 billion of money we don't have. Because we're the largest debtor country in the world. We don't have the money. I don't know where the money's going to come out of. I guess we won't have Medicare next year. I mean, there's not much left on the domestic side to cut. We know that $300 billion is not coming from the defense deal. We know he's not going to raise taxes on billionaires. So where's this money going to come from? We're talking about $300 billion that I don't even know if it's paid out on the long term or when this money is going to be paid. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a third of the Defense Department's budget at over $1 trillion. $300 billion. Do you know what we could do with $300 billion? And if we wouldn't have fucking bombed these people and we would have left them the fucking alone, they weren't building a nuclear weapon. They were still honoring the Obama agreement. There's nobody that says they were building a weapon. They will now. I don't care what they sign. They're going to build one now. Or they're going to go buy one. But they're going to have, if they really want a nuclear weapon capabilities, they have contracts with Russia anyway.
Yeah, they just give them one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Russia saw it fit, or they wanted to get rid of Israel. But let's be real about this. This administration literally negotiated a deal that not only was 1,000 times worse than what Obama had struck with them. It was long holding that they were holding their end of the bargain. But now we haven't taken anybody out of power there. We haven't changed. We have changed things, but for the worse.
So how do you think, just me question, how do you think the MAGA base, which we know is not very bright, but let's just assume they have like a little bit of like at least a half a cell, brain cell. How do you think they are coming to grips or accepting the fact that their God, Trump, gave the Muslims $300 billion?
I don't think it's going to matter because I think that they believe that he saved them single-handedly from nuclear war. They truly do believe that Iran was about to get a nuclear weapon. The alignment, and it's only because I've had a conversation with somebody that is a MAGA, and they believe it hook, line, and sinker. They really believe that this was a just war, and that he's going to negotiate out a deal before we have to go into a land war. And you think, and this person, these people, think it's a win. And I'm going, no, we started the war unilaterally. Didn't tell our allies, didn't tell anybody, just started dropping bombs. Hell, our Congress didn't even know. He unilaterally, without authority, just decided, I'm going to drop bombs on him. I'm going to use this as an excuse. Well, we all know that wasn't the complete story. The context of it was the Epstein heat was cranking up. He'd done that Venezuela scam. And by the way, why are oil prices so high? I thought we were getting all the oil we needed from Venezuela. Wasn't that the whole thing? That we were going to cure our oil and energy needs? Why isn't the press talking about that? Why are oil prices so high and gas prices so fucking high when isn't that our oil now? Oh, wait a minute, it's not. The stooge president that's going in place of Maduro said so. We're not giving you our oil. Another masterful deal from the art of the deal. We didn't get shit out of that except spend a lot of money on capturing one dude. We still didn't get their oil. Because if we did, why aren't we pumping it? Why aren't we bringing prices down? They have bigger reserves than anybody else. Why didn't we just pump more? They got way more oil than what's coming through the Strait of Hormuz. And they can just send it straight to our ports. They can just take a straight shot from Venezuela right to the ship channel of Houston. Why didn't that happen? Why are we getting tons of oil from them? Why didn't they increase their pumping of their oil, of our oil, our Venezuelan oil, to compensate for the lack of oil that was coming through the strait? Why didn't that happen? That was the whole justification. What was the original doubt when they were blowing up the boats? They were saying, oh, it's because of drug trafficking. When we all know major drug trafficking does not come from Venezuela. Here's the point. Lie after lie. We're doing military actions for absolutely no reason other than A, there's some kind of scam on it, or B, he needs a distraction because he's such a fucking failure that nobody, we'd have pitchforks and torches and marches on the White House demanding his resignation if we weren't distracted by these wars. These wars are the art of distraction. It is not. It has nothing to do with the good of the country. None. We have not benefited from one fucking thing on all the money he spent, all the money we're going to spend in reparations to Iran. We got screwed. We as American people are getting less benefit from our government than we ever have before in a long damn time. And we're going to flip the bill for generations to come for all the war spending he's done. And what did we get out of it? Extremely high inflation. Right now, it's the highest it's been in the second term for him. And you can say what you want, but that's the situation we're in. We're up against our second break, and we will come back after these important messages. Hey y'all, this is Jetty with Two Queers in a Truck and Christian's along with me, and we're just having fun, and we're looking forward to the 2025 season, and super excited. We have some neat things going on in our whole family of shows, including Coffee and Pan Dulce, and many new shows that are brewing. Get it, and we are excited for 2025 and all the chicanery and other things that comes with it. So happy new year, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye y'all.
Bye y'all. Bye boo.
Bye boo.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Sounds great.
You sounded like a telenova. I mean,
I'm trying to. All I have to say is go. Yes.
As a non-Spanish speaker.
All right, let's talk about his Jesus Jesus meme. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, yeah. That'll be the show. All right, here we go. Okay, so we'll just take this last commercial, and then we'll come back. All right, here we go.
And this is the Jenny Award.
and this is the Pendejo Chronicles. Coffee and pan dulce. How's that? Coffee and pan dulce.
Hey y'all, it's International Pride Month, and I want to wish everybody, our fellow queer neighbors and our allies, a happy Pride Month. Spend money in Target and your local queer Black and brown businesses as well. But happy Pride. Thanks for watching this show, and be safe out there.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Dave. Hey y'all, thanks for listening to Two Queers in a Truck. And we do broadcast on YouTube and Facebook and a video version. And we're also on all the audio platforms out there. So your favorite way to listen to your podcast. We've been doing this for a couple years, and we appreciate y'all listening. We know you have a ton of choices, even though we may be the best choice. We always appreciate our listeners, and we'll try to bring you quality in the future. Thanks for listening. As always, Christian and Jenny, we're out. Thank y'all. And we are back. But this is one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of war, but I'm also not a fan of really stupid presidents, i.e. George W. Bush and Dumpster getting us into wars, because the wars are for their self-interest. They're not for anything else. A weird thing happened over the weekend during Pride Fest on the White House lawn. Josh Hockett, I guess a UFC fighter. I don't watch UFC.
I think he's the one that won the heavyweight.
Yeah, this immature idiot was the one that was making fun of First Lady Michelle Obama and called her a man and all this. And I guess they just can't handle a successful, smart, attractive black woman. And I really thought about it, and you think about the MAGA women that all look like drag queens and blow-up dolls. And the fact that most Republican men are gay. And probably, especially this dude. You can tell he's got to be closeted. But the misogyny, the racism, the queerphobia that surrounds what they say about the Obamas, whether it was the ape video that came out earlier this year that was just atrocious, the saying that, somehow I guess that Michelle Obama was assigned male at birth and transitioned, which would be strange because I don't know how she would have had the twins, but especially when she had the twins. And trans women still can't have babies. They can't throw ovaries and uteruses in us. It's never been successful, and that would be one heck of a surgery. Anyway, I guess because she's fit, she didn't look like a skank hooker like Melania looks. I don't know. Maybe it's her intellect, the fact that she graduated from Ivy League schools. It just overwhelms them that they just can't deal with somebody that smart. And on top of it, she's a woman of color and all that. It just, I guess it boggles their mind. Maybe she uses words too big. I don't know. Maybe she's got all of her teeth. I can't tell you what the jealousy is. Maybe the fact that she can spell, that she can read. I feel like they feel inferior to her, just like they feel inferior to Barack. And so their way of dealing with it is to make these racist, misogynistic accusations, these horrible accusations, when these dudes, if the ones that are straight, which are very few of them, are probably jealous because they could never land a woman like Michelle Obama. They're talentless hacks. Everybody in the MAGA party is a bunch of talentless hacks. They're never wases. And they run on the stupidest stuff. They say the stupidest stuff. They pull political stunts one after another. MTG is always grandstanding. The whole group is always grandstanding, doing stupid stuff, drinking raw milk, shirtless. I mean, that's who's running our health policy in this country, is a guy that is wanting you to eat raw foods that are dangerous for you. He's wanting us not to do vaccines anymore. Like this is the people that are in charge, and they're calling her former. Can you imagine if people said that about Nancy Reagan when Ronald Reagan was in office? Oh yeah, Nancy Reagan was really a gay guy. That she transitioned to be a woman, and she was the blowjob queen of Hollywood. Can you imagine if the Democrats said that on repeat? Like they've been saying this about Michelle for ever since they got in office. On repeat. They did the same thing with Hillary. They were saying she's a big time lesbian and blah 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 and all this. It's they just say stuff about the Democrats. It's just as insane. I think when we finally do, say fuck you to them, they cry like little bitches. They cry like the weak ass humans they are. And they really crumble because they're a typical bully. If you hit them back, they'll crumble. They'll fold on the first punch. But they believe they're entitled to act the way they want to. But God forbid you say something back to them. And it's just, there's a point. Like the press should be calling this asshole out more than they are. I mean, they are making fun of him, as they should. But it really, not only did it happened on the White House lawn, but that jackass Joe Rogan encouraged it. And this is what's wrong with America right now, is that it's acceptable to say these sort of things when the Obamas are not even in the White House anymore. These people have been out since January 2017. Yet we're still hearing this crap.
Have Obama derangement syndrome?
Oh yeah, well yeah.
ODS?
Because they know they're idiot. Will never ever stack up. They'll never measure up in any way. The only thing Trump has on Barack Obama is body weight. He's got that in spades. He's 2 to 3 times heavier than Barack. I guarantee you. Because of all those cheeseburgers. He's probably ate way more McDonald's than Barack ever has. Or Joe Biden. I bet you Trump weighs as much as Biden and Obama combined.
That might be true. Yeah.
It's the only way he's ever going to be considered twice the president. If we measure presidents by body weight, he'll be the bald-headed champ for sure. Like you talk about somebody that is mentally and physically unhealthy, but is just a glutton in every way possible. And which is their hero. This is their fucking Lord and Savior that they practically put to Jesus status. They even do memes that make him look like he's walking on water and everything else. This is who they worship. A sloppy, dirty, STD-ridden, gluttonous mass. And the worst human being ever. Like, he does all the things they claim they don't like. And it is because he'll say anything, he'll do anything that they think is cool, that they think will help their cause. And most of all, the billionaires have convinced them this guy needs to stay in place, because the truth is they like the tax cuts. The billionaires do. And the stupid followers think, oh, well, that's great. It's helping the billionaires. It'll create jobs. It ain't going to create any more jobs than we already have. And the fools keep voting for people like this, and they keep cutting their benefits. People are literally voting to get their benefits cut. And the Republicans have their way, they would get rid of Medicare next year. That is one of their goals, is to get rid of Medicare. Mike Johnson's already said it openly. They're going after Medicare next year. They're going after Social Security at some point. I promise you, if they get a shot at Medicare, they will close Medicare down. And there'll be millions upon millions of people without medical care. They already said they're targeting. It's not necessarily entitlement, according to them. Then what? But that is what we're facing in this country. Even though that UFC Republican event was one heck of a pride event. Thanks to the tax dollars. But anyway, that's all we have for this week in this episode of Two Queers in a Truck. And happy Pride, y'all.
Happy Pride, y'all.
Enjoy the month.
Bye.
Bye,
Boo.
Bye, boo. Hey, thanks for watching Two Queers in a Truck. And it is still June. It's still Pride Month. Glad y'all stuck around and watched all this month's shows. And we have some great shows starting in July, including in our sister show, Coffee and Pandolce. We have our 400th regular episode coming up on July 1st. If you don't watch it, treat yourself. You'll still see Christian and I and a special guest on that episode. But we have some cool things coming up. We're going to have a great summer, as always. And it's just getting started. So happy 4th of July. And we will jump into that next week. Bye, y'all. Bye,
Bye, y'all. Bye, boo.
Hi, everybody. This is Gersemi from the Espera Cash Show over here. All I'm here is doing a little quick PSA. Use this summer to do volunteer work. Go to your nearest YMCA. Go to your nearest homeless shelter. Go to whatever community services or programs that you can help out and volunteer. Because right now, we have a bunch of fascist pieces of shit trying to rip apart our country and rip apart the people, our communities, by spreading hate and bigotry. The best way to combat it is, one, working in your community and standing strong to show that you are strong and you're here to help out others. Two, combat misinformation. If you hear bullshit, first research and make sure if it's true or not. If it is not true, call it out. If it is true, get the facts. Be knowledgeable of it, because it might come out later. So always stand against that. And three, fuck fascists. Stand against them. Make them feel uncomfortable. There is too many people out there feeling like they can say the hard R or say slurs or be violent. Make them understand that a lot of people die to make sure this hatred and bigotry does not exist. All our civil rights workers, all the people who restored normity, everybody who fought against intolerance and hatred, they died and worked their asses off to stop this. So follow in their footsteps and stop this madness. This is Gersemi again from Espera Que, and all I can say is be there for your community and stand up for what's right. Fuck fascism and have a wonderful day.
All right, we'll just come back for about 2 minutes, and then we'll take our last break, and then we'll end the show. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll come back for just a couple minutes, and we'll end. Here we go. Good job. Great intro. All right, come back, talk about Epstein.
Okay, Epstein.
I'm gonna start recording. Good job, y'all. All right, we're at the 18-minute mark. Tony, the second half, do you want to switch it to more national conversations? Because you were talking about Charlotte, or do you want to stay on Charlotte? Or edited. And once again, I know your time is valuable.
What is language like? You know, I have a potty mouth, so let me know. Are y'all?
We don't. We don't mind. Is that right, Gersemi?
Yeah, no,
I'll try to refrain since it's the Christmas season.
Exactly.
All right. And by the way, I just want you to know this is the earliest interview I've ever done in my life.
Oh my goodness.
And this is the Jenny Award.
Be quite honored to have a conversation with Jojo Garza. He's with the Grammy Award-winning Los Lonely Boys, and actually, I believe you're in San Angelo, Texas. Is that correct?
Yeah, man, I'm here at home right now.
Well, welcome to Que Pasa, Mr. Garza. Listen, I have to admit that I grew up in Texas. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, a native Texan, and Tejano, I guess that's what I grew up calling myself. And there was always this confusion. Is San Angelo Central Texas or is it West Texas?
Well, you're right about that. There's always like a bit of confusion about it.
And this is the Pendejo Chronicles.